Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is gonna be my first time teaching this course in English. I have the same exact course in Arabic, but I can tell that a lot of people they don't speak Arabic as their native language, so I thought about, like teaching this one in English so can everyone get benefits out of this one, out of this course. So let's get started. First, why do you need batch scripting? And is it that important to learn? Okay. So the first thing is yes, batch scripting. You would need it if you are working in network administrations or doing some like management on Windows and stuff like that. It will make your life easier, like really much easier. So, is it important? Yes, really, it is really important. Why? Because instead of doing a task or something that you're actually doing on daily basis, like every day you're doing like you have to do like 20 steps to finish your task. Well, you can just create your batch script and it will do it for you. So let's get started and you will see that yourself. Well, this is going to be the course outline. First, I'm just going a little bit of review on the command prompt. And as you see, we will create our first batch script. It's going to be a simple batch script. And then your output redirections, variables, if statements, loops. And the loops and for loops, they are a little bit different loops here. This one is kind of like a assembly language. I know it's weird when you compare batch scripting to assembly language, but yeah, actually it is. It's kind of go to like assembly language if you've ever been like programming in assembly. For loops is like any other for loops in any scripting language or any programming language. Nested for loops, it's multiple for loops inside each other. We will get to that later, but let's get started. All right, done with this presentation. All right, here we go. So I have a Windows 7. By the way, you can do this on any Windows 10, 8, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna check here on our command prompt is change directory. So I'm here in C, and I want to change to a different directory. Like if we go here, open computer, and then go to C, you have some directories here, or you call them folders, doesn't matter. So I'm here when it says C colon forward slash greater than, so that basically you are inside the C, the root of the C. Remember this word, root. We are in the root. That means we can see all of those four folders, right? How do you see them? If you do dir or dir, they call it dir or dir, whatever, directory. If you do dir and you hit enter, you can see all the files here. Program files, this one, users, Windows. The other files, they are hidden. You have to go to tools, folder options. You have to click on the hide, no, not hiding, it's just show hidden files. Yeah, one of them is here, program data, but the other one you have to show it with this way. Where is it? Hide extension. Yeah, hide protected operating system files recommended if you really want to see them. There you go. You see everything else. Okay. So here, basically, the dir or dir, you see everything inside that your current directory. So if you do cd, just cd, hit enter, it will tell you where exactly you are. It tells you here the output C colon backslash means you are in the C backslash. Meaning there is nothing, you are just in the root of the C. Okay? You need to know that. So now I want to go to change directory to something else. So now remember, if you do cd without anything else, you're basically asking the command prompt where I am. Where I am in your command, in your DOS. Tell me, what's my current directory? So if you do cd and then space, and then now you need to tell the command, to the DOS or command prompt, where you want to change your directory to. So if I want to go to Windows, this one, I type cd space Windows. By the way, you can hit tab if you want to like auto completion function. You can just hit tab if I'm doing win and I'm just it's like a long name. You can just hit tab. It will continue it for you. Now hit enter. Now it tells you we are in C Windows, right? Remember, there's a backslash here before Windows. That's your root. So we are in Windows. Dire again will give you all the output, list of files and directories in the Windows. So far so good, right? So I'm just reviewing what's the essential commands you need for this bash scripting course. Of course, you can do help to give you all the commands you need. You can do a lot of stuff here. What if you stuck on a command and you forgot how, what's the syntax of that command? Like for instance, cd, and I forgot, or del, and you forgot what del is. You just do del, and then space, and then forward slash, and then question mark. It will give you everything about that command, just in case if you forget. It's like some kind of like the help or the man on Linux operating system. So it's the same thing here. So what's the second thing we need to know? It's really important to know this command. I know it's really simple, but it is actually how to clear your screen. How? CLS. Voila. CLS. Yep, it's that simple. You just type CLS, it will clear the screen. Why do you need that? You will see that later. Why do you need it? Because if you just keep the output on the screen, well, you need to make it like neat and like clean, right? That's what you want to do when you're writing bash scripting or any other scripting. You don't want to leave that output, all the outputs on the screen. You will be like confused. Where is my real output? I just want to look for one line on all of these outputs. So that's gonna be the second command you need to know, or the third. And also you need to know copy and move. Copy and move, they are just like the normal copy and cut. Move is the cut one. So if you go to see users, this is my user, okay. If I just create a folder here and a text file on my desktop, test, I'm just gonna call it test. So if I want to copy this text file is located on my desktop. So if you go to desktop here, you can see all the files here that I just created. So if you want to copy test, first we need to go to the desktop, right? Or you can just do copy, and then you have to put all the destination like this one, C / users nextpal desktop. You can do that, or you can go there first, go to that destination or that directory first, and then you do the copy, remove, or whatever you want. So we can do copy, we can just go there first, so you can just practice it. CD, you can put all the destination, all of it, or you can just go one by one, like CD users, because we know that users inside C, right? Inside the root of C. And then inside users, we can go to CD. You can do dir first. Nextpal here, you can see it. CD nextpal. Dir again. You can see desktop, CD desktop. And then dir again, we can see everything here, the files. So we want to copy test.txt. Oh, it's kind of funny, test.txt. Okay, copy. So the copy and the move command, how they work is, it's, by the way, it's on every operating system, not just Windows or DOS. Source and then destination. So I'm copying test, this one. This is gonna be my source. So copy again. Let's just clear the screen here. Copy space and then the source that I want to copy, test, and then space and then destination. Like, where do you want to copy this file to? I can copy to the same directory, same exact on the desktop, but I can of course change the name. So it's gonna be test2.txt. Notice here on my desktop, it just created another one here. It's just a copy. Okay, so you can move. Move is like cut and paste. So move test, and then here's the thing. If you do move test.txt and then do, like, for instance, test3.txt, I'm in the same directory, right? I'm still on desktop. What happens if you click enter? What happened is you actually renamed it. Because you see here, we see test3 and test2. Test2 here, the first one we copied, and then test3. There is no test anymore. Why? Because we're telling the operating system, I want to move test.txt to another file. Like, I'm doing cut and paste to test.txt to a different name called test3.txt, but in the same directory. So we are actually changing the name. If you do it like this, right click and cut, and then right click and paste, what are you doing? You're actually copying and pasting the same directory with the same name, right? Because the Windows, you cannot change the name while you're pasting it, but you can do that from Windows. That's how you have this command called move. So remember, if you're doing move, you are moving it from a source to a destination. If the source and destination are the same, you are renaming it. Okay, remember this. There's something else, like I think it was rename. So you still have rename. You still have rename on DOS. It's a little bit different because on Linux you don't have rename. You can, if you want to change file's name or directory's name on Linux, you use the move command. Like here, you can just move it to the same directory, but you change the name. This is how you rename it. But here on DOS, you don't have to, because you have actually a command called rename. Okay, same thing. Rename drive path file name 1 file name 2. So I'm renaming something to something else. So rename space test3 to test4. Remember here it tells you drive path. So this means C:\users next val. This is called the path, but we don't need that, right? Because we are already on in the desktop, right? So we don't have to put all that. So rename test3 space test4. Where's test? Oh, sorry. I had to do test3.txt. See, if I do tab, okay, like auto completion, okay. Test4.txt. Enter. Good. We just renamed it here. Test4 and test2. Okay. So now we have the copy and the move and rename. And of course we have the del. So if you do del test2, I am actually deleting the test2. Now it disappeared. That's good, because you're gonna need those essential commands from command prompt to know, like, to create a bash script. They are very important to know. So next is gonna be, how do you go back? Like, I am here still in, let's just clear the screen. Again, if I do cd, it tells you where exactly you are. C users, Nextpal, desktop. So what if you want to go back a little bit? What if you want to go back from desktop to just Nextpal? Do you have to go from C users Nextpal? No. You can just do cd space 2 dots and then enter. Now, I went from desktop to Nextpal, right? Again, you go from Nextpal to users. So let's do this. Cd Nextpal and then desktop again. What if I want to go to another directory in Nextpal, but in one command? Like, for instance, here this is what we have in Nextpal, right? I am already in desktop, but what if I want to go to application data, this one, for instance, right? But I'm already inside desktop. Do I have to go like cd space 2 dots to go back one directory up and then do cd again and then application data? No, you don't have to. So this is how you do it: cd space 2 dots and then backslash and then application data. You're telling the command prompt, go up one directory and you will find their application data. I need you to go to them one. If you do hit enter, it's just one command, right? You can do the same thing. You can do multiple path location changing, like cd space 2 dots. That means I'm leaving application data, and then backslash, right? So now I left application data. Now I should be in Nextpal, and then I want to also leave Nextpal to go to users. I'm doing again another 2 dots and then backslash. Now that means I am in users. 1, 2, I am here already. I left this one, I'm here, and I left this one, then I'm here. It's 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. So here inside users, if I go to users, so I should be here. If I want to go to all users or public, I can just type public here. Right? Simple, huh? So this is gonna be like your essential command prompts. We will discuss more later, and while we were doing batch scripting and stuff. Like, it's gonna be a practical training. So one more thing, if you want to go to change your drive from C, if you have a drive here called C and another drive called E or F or whatever, you can just go to that drive by just typing C and then colon, like this one, and you just hit enter. But of course I am already in the C, so if you have E, you just do E colon and you will go to that location or that drive. Okay, so next video we will create our first batch script. Okay, it's gonna be a very simple batch script, so you'll get you get the hang of it. All right, YouTubers, it's gonna be it for today. I'll see you next video. See ya.